Welcome Aries to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 18th of December for the Sun or the Ascendant. Over the course of our lives we develop more and more knowledge and experiences, and some of these are more practical and some of them are more spiritual. And both of these can be influential this week. In terms of the spiritual ones, as you start the week, you could find yourself feeling really quite sensitive, but also perhaps your physical vitality a bit on the low side. But don't underestimate the knowledge and the insights that you have, because the angle between Saturn and Mercury this week, despite Mercury being in a retrograde, could mean that something to do with a professional situation, a work or job or worldly interaction can find some part of that past experience coming into the present and actually coming back to you in an extremely helpful way. So even if you do start the week feeling a little bit below par, if you can really concentrate on the details, which obviously Mercury retrograde can cause some disruption around, there is an opportunity. But also you could find yourself being a bit more impulsive about your resources. With Venus facing up to Uranus, this could also see you being drawn to someone who's got quite the mesmeric energy. This may be someone with very intense eyes or just an aura around them. Are you going to end up in a clinch under the mistletoe? Or, because Uranus can like space, are you going to want to separate from someone that you have been seeing recently? Either is possible, but some kind of excitement around your love life, perhaps around just enjoying yourself in terms of calorific goodies. There could be some kind of surprise that reaches the peak on Thursday that actually really adds some pep to this week. But Friday sees the winter solstice, an incredibly important event in astrology. This sees the Sun return to the sign of Capricorn. It's a sign of physical culmination, but also it ushers in the last of the 13-week cardinal quadrants of the astrological year. So the next 13 weeks are blessed with a Mercury cazimi, because on Friday, the advancing Sun and the retreating Mercury meet each other exactly. The warmth of the Sun, even in this rather cautious and structural sign of Capricorn, really can amplify the ability of Mercury to talk, to put across good ideas in a very powerful way. But there's more, because Saturn also forges a great link to the Sun, as it has with Mercury earlier in the week. And of course Saturn is the ruler of the sign of Capricorn, so we've got a mutual receptivity. But then ironically on Saturday, and it could be, you know, when you are winding out of some of those more worldly considerations, Mercury inverts back into the sign of Sagittarius, which it left on the 13th of December. So it's an interesting week, this one. May start off feeling a bit sluggish. There will be opportunities. There could be some last minute impulsive spending, connections or disconnections. But then that professional opportunity, or perhaps it's just you looking back on what you've achieved over the last year in terms of your work, maybe surprisingly a boss or an organisation will salute your efforts in some way, or you have some last minute news that really excites you, that can take you into the holiday week in really top form. But if you are travelling anywhere, particularly long distance, Mercury moving back into Sagittarius does suggest there could be some glitches from Saturday through to the end of the year. So you do need to plan things in a very careful and precise way. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and understand what serious astrology can do for you, if you give me 3 pieces of your personal birth data, time, date and place of birth, I can produce for you your personal astrology forecast for 2024, but also my special package. You'll get your character analysis, your life roadmap report, which can help you to get much more aware of the patterns that are played out in your life so far, but a much more intimate understanding of how to deal with them future forwards. But also in my special package, you can get your zodiac forecast for year 2024, your Chinese forecast, and your Indian Vedic forecast from Aries through to Pisces for all 12 signs, absolutely free of charge. Please see the link beneath this video to order.